One of the most unpleasant and really the hardest part of what I have to do as a safety manager and supervisor is after an accident has occurred. I've got to go out to the job site and try to figure out, with all of the training, with all of the skills and qualifications that these workers have, how could they have managed to get themselves hurt? And if the incident has become a fatality, how are we going to share with their loved ones that this worker is not coming home? I've studied human performance over the decades in my career, and I've discovered that there's really three dominant perspectives that will approach either a task or a problem or even a relationship. It's either based upon our skills, based upon our knowledge, or some rule. If it's based upon our skills, it becomes so automatic, almost like taking a drink of water. If it's based upon our knowledge could be limited, and we may not be able to recognize the hazards that exist or even know when to ask for help. And if it's based upon rules, the rules alone bring balance to the other two, but the rules alone cannot give us the safe practices themselves. A good way to illustrate this would be to think of the familiar fire triangle, where the mix of heat and fuel and oxygen produce the flame that we're looking for. When this mix gets out of balance, we either lose the flame or only bad things are going to happen. In the same way with the illustration of the fire triangle, workers have to approach a job with a balance, a good mix of their knowledge of the task, their skills and experience of the task, and the safe work practice and rules that are available to do this task safely, including all of the policies, procedures, and all the PPE that's required to do this task safely. When any of this gets out of balance, likely an injury is going to occur. Only bad things are going to happen. It doesn't matter where we're working. It could be on overhead lines, it could be in a large substation or some large industrial facility, even residential wiring, or any other hazardous task. We've got to stay alert if we're going to survive. We've got to remember that we work with many hazards, but hazards only become dangerous when we don't put the proper controls in place. I'm grateful to Mark Standifer and Donnie Johnson for documenting and taking a painful look back at how other reasons were the root cause where they lost a distraction and they caused decades of pain and suffering for both they and their families. We hope that knowledge of these concepts has given all of us the tools that we need to be able to do our work safely. Having the appropriate skills, knowledge, and following all the appropriate rules and safe work practices, including PPE, so that other reasons don't have a chance to invade our job. Our loved ones and our coworkers are depending upon us.